So I will share my, okay, yeah. So I will share my screen and we'll start the presentation. Great, so I will start with a presentation no longer than 7 or 8 minutes. Then we will look together at the platform and there will be time for you to register if you would like to do so. After that, we have an exercise prepared and there will be some feedback at the end. So I'll start now. This is the EU Citizen Science platform with its full name, Share, Initiate and Learn Citizen Science in Europe. To give you some facts about the project in a nutshell, the project has 23 partner institutions working together in a 3-year project that started in January 2019, and it will continue until the end of this year. And after that, for 5 more years at least, ECSA will take over the management of the platform. These 23 partner institutions represent 14 different European countries and a diversity of stakeholders such as universities, NGOs, local authorities, museums, and so on. So the vision of the platform is for citizen science to become an appreciated and widely established means for the democratization of science in Europe. And our core mission is for the platform to become the European reference point for citizen science through cross-network knowledge sharing for citizen science participants, practitioners, researchers, policymakers, and society across Europe. So the case of citizen science, which by now you would have heard about. As you know, citizen science is an emerging area of research and practice, also with evolving standards, and the term is used for a wide variety of activities and practices. This means different stakeholders are developing methodologies, theories, and techniques. And 2 important guiding documents that help to grasp the breadth of this field are the 10 principles of citizen science and the ECSA characteristics of citizen science. And both these documents are the ground for the work done on the EU Citizen Science platform. So whom do we want to reach with this platform? We want to reach academia, educators, the public, NGOs, and CSOs, policymakers and funders, the press and media, and industry, and the small and medium enterprises. So the way that we want that our project contributes to the advancement of citizen science is by establishing the foundations for a Europe-wide community hub based on high quality citizen science exchange and learning. And this high quality of projects and especially resources presented on the platform is very important for the project. We are also consolidating and empowering citizen science as a way of producing knowledge and celebrating outstanding practices. And this way is how citizen science, EU citizen science generates connections among the different stakeholders that the project targets. So before we come to the platform, have a couple of more slides, but this is how the landing page now looks like when you first access the platform. So what makes the platform so unique is that it is built by the community and for the community. It contains resources that are easy to access, clear to implement and adapt, and that are geared towards people or users just starting with citizen science, but also to those that are a bit more advanced and have some experience. And the resources, projects, and tools that have been that are on the platform have been created considering impact and quality criteria. So the platform is also unique because it's interoperable, meaning that it can connect with other platforms via APIs, and it follows the FAIR principles of data management, that is producing data that is fair, accessible, findable, accessible, interoperable, and reusable. And it also has an European dimension and is open to the world. So what's in it for you on this platform? And this is the very last slide before we go to the platform. There are projects, resources, training resources. Training resources have more of an educational component. Then the other resources. There are training modules or MOOCs or courses that are on Moodle, which the EU Citizen Science platform is integrated with. The profiles of organizations involved in citizen science projects and research, as well as an events calendar and a blog, and of course a community forum to exchange in the community for questions, conversation, and collaboration. So we now go to the platform, and I will show you live some of the things you can do. I guess this would be a good moment to maybe post questions on the chat or have them in your heads, so you can ask them to me in a moment. Okay. And I guess you can continue to see what I'm doing. Great. So this is what you first see when you go to the platform. I will now log in so I can show you what you can do, but maybe you want to follow ahead to follow me now to do the same. If you have already an account, you would now click on login.
So Claudia, I put the link in the chat. So it would be great if all participants go to the link and we follow what Claudia is showing us, so we can have an account. And yeah, it will have a lot of benefits if you have an account in our platform. So of course it's voluntary, but the chat is in the link is in the chat.
And I will continue very slowly, but so that I don't lose any of you in the process, just give a shout so we can wait for you. So at this point, you would click on sign up and enter your email, your full name, a password and a confirmation and the password, and confirm that you are not a robot. And this appears here in German because I have it in German. And once you have entered everything, you will immediately get an email, a confirmation email on the account, on the email account you have provided here, that will ask you to confirm, and then you're on the platform. Since I have an account already, I'll click on login. Right. So when you are here, on the very top, you see an about section, here a blog with different news. Here are events. This ongoing since this started on April 12th and is still going, that you have here upcoming events. And if you scroll to the bottom, you will see events that have passed already. Here are the community forums, where there is place to ask questions, see what others have posted, or just open here other discussions and start topics you would like to exchange about. Here in MOOCs, if you click, another window will open. Yeah, and here is the place where you can find Moodle courses that have been produced by the consortium. Now there are 4, but there will be more. And the first time you want to connect, once you have an account on EU Citizen Science, you can click here and it will ask you to authorize and send you an email to confirm to your email address, which might land in your spam folder, but then you will be in and you for free in these courses and take them as you wish, because they are self-taught, meaning you go on your own with them. So coming back to the platform, and go to the first page. Here you find projects. They are automatically sorted by the most recent uploaded, but you can also search, let's say, animals. Okay, not animal now, or environment. And you can see here already some things are popping up. And here the platform is giving me projects with environment as a, what is it here? As a keyword. Here are resources that you can filter by theme, also by language. and by resource type. And here, more resources. This gold star selection, it is visible no matter which of these ones you click. Here you can find selected resources that are especially nice, so that you can start there if you want to, before scrolling through everything. And the resources here are separated into 4 topics: initiation first, then planning, then you have the execution, and lastly, impact and evaluation. I'm going to the top. Here, training resources, which looks the same way, but as I was saying before, these resources have more of an educational component. And here, featured EU citizen science training are the ones on Moodle, but also you can find other webinars and other kinds of resources. And what a very nice thing you can do with the projects, let's say I go to this one because I'm interested in video blitzes and I want to check this project again later. So I click on follow. I can also review the project and leave a comment, but I click on follow. And now it says I'm following it. So to find it again, I go to my profile here on the person icon, and I go into followed projects. Some projects that I'm following, as well as the BioBlitz one that I just added. And here what it says, submitted projects and submitted resources, to have something here, it's the things that you have uploaded. You would click on add, and here upload a project, for example. You have to fill in this information and submit, and once the project is moderated, it will appear on the platform together with the other projects. And the last thing I show you, when you are on resources, let's say you want to mark this book. You would go here, add to your library. Of course, you can go to resource to see the resource, but if you add it to your library, you would now go here, resource library, and you can find the project. Okay, now I will stop sharing my screen. And I think it would now be the time, Andrea, to do the exercise. Or
yes,
if there are any questions, but okay.
So we have a question? So in the group?
No, it's okay. Well done. Registered and go on.
Great, thanks. I can't read all the names. So you just talk. Or who said? If it's possible, if you can write your names in.
Окей. Треба переназвати себе латинкою.
Thank you, Dimitro.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Ilya. Yeah, I couldn't remember.
Латинкою треба себе назвати.
But I remember your name, Dimitro.
Переназвати. Okay.
Katarina is also there. Thanks. Okay, so I think, Claudia, you explained it very well, and I hope most of you could register to the platform, and we have some exercises. So, Claudia, you will share the exercises on the screen, and then I will put the link to a document. I put them in a document also on Drive. Is that okay?
I'm just, I had the document ready, okay, ready on the chat, but
great.
Yeah, and now I'm sharing it on my screen. Yeah, so we have prepared here some, we think, fun small exercises for you to better get to know the platform. So we would now separate you in some groups. I think 2, Andrea, right? 2 bigger groups. And yes, you can try to answer some of these questions and go through the platform and see what you find. And on the chat, I have just shared the link to a document that has the same questions, so you have them for reference when we separate you in the groups.
Yes, so I will make, as Claudia said, the 2 groups, and the group 1 will take the 3 cases. It's like scenarios, so you will play the role of one of these persons, and you go to the platform, and so you decide if you're going to do the 3 or you are going to focus on 2 or 1, but at least we would recommend that you do, in all of you separate yourselves and take 1 or 2, and then the second group takes the 4 other cases and go through the platform, and then we come back. We will have 10 minutes for this exercise, and then we will share what were you able to find, and if you find any other things that you would like to share with us, like yeah, it could be anything. So the platform is in constant development, so any feedback is highly appreciated. So I will make the groups now, and in 10 minutes more we come back. See you in 10 minutes.